Hello everyone. So today in our class we will discuss what is order to pay process and how to execute the process in Ariba. So before I try to execute entire transaction in the system, I will explain you what the basic process about and then we will start getting into the system and creating all the transactions. Okay, now so let's say, for example, in your organization, there are no office chairs and you want to order office chairs from supplier. So what you do is you create a purchase requisition saying that I need office chairs for my maybe my team. There are no chairs, and this is the quantity. It comes from this purchase organization and all of that. I just add all these details and submit my purchase requisition. And once it gets submitted, there will be an approval. And once the purchase requisition got approved, there will be a purchase order. So once the purchase order gets created, this purchase order will be sent to the supplier. Always remember here there are two parties. One is buyer and other one is supplier. Buyer is somebody who is you as a company. And there is the other party is the supplier. So when the purchase order is sent to the supplier, here supplier will look at the purchase order and he would get to know what is your requirement. If he can supply, he will send you an order confirmation. I mean, this again you can configure whether supplier can send an order confirmation or not. But here the supplier will send the order confirmation. So when the order confirmation is sent, the buyer, you as a company will receive it. So once you receive it, um, supplier will send you the final goods. So once you receive the goods, you prepare the goods receipt. Goods receipt is nothing but okay. I ordered 100 packets of maybe 100 of office chairs. How many did I receive? Maybe 500. How many did I receive? So there is no condition that you ordered 500 chairs and you should get all the 500 chairs or 600 chairs at once. You can receive the entire quantity in portions as well. Okay. Once you receive it, you prepare the goods receipt. So once the goods receipt is been prepared, then what will happen is, meanwhile, supplier will send you the invoice because yeah, he did what you asked him to do. You have to pay them. In this payment process, there is a task called invoice verification. In this invoice verification, what happens is, depends on the configuration, you will try to match like what what did I order? Okay, what is the order quantity in my PO? What did I receive? And for what quantity the invoice has been made. So all these comparisons will happen and finally payment will be made for the quantity which you have received against your purchase order. Okay, so this is the basic scenario. So here, instead of going through all the scenario one by one, I would just, in this class, I will just explain you what is a purchase requisition. So here in purchase requisition, you have to create the purchase requisition. That is the first step. To create the purchase requisition, go to requisition. So in the requisition, you just have to add a non-catalog item. So always remember that we have two types of item. We have catalog item, we have non-catalog item. So catalog item is nothing but um, if the supplier is supplying certain goods, instead of you going inputting all the values, you just go and access the catalog which is given by the supplier. Okay, if you have to buy maybe chairs or office supplies or any sort of a product stationery, I just go and pick my catalog and I can directly buy it. There is no need for me to input all these values and all. This is just to improve the user experience. But I let's say what am I ordering? Let's say I'm ordering office supplies. Okay. What is a commodity? Maybe I'm just choosing one. Okay, let me come here and try office. Okay, there is office administration, something like that. So, and expense, it's a material. Then what is the price? The price is maybe 12 USD dollars. Okay, so here, once you come down, you'll see something called updated amount. But it says purchase order is not acceptable. Okay, so you need to go and pick purchase order which is already been present. Okay, maybe I'm just choosing something randomly. Let me come down one and just come here and update the amount. Okay, see the amount has been updated. So quantity 1, price is 1, total amount is 1 USD. Come down and here you need to pick the supplier for whom you are sending this purchase. I mean, you believe the purchase requisition has to be sent. So when I click add to cart, let's wait for the system to process and proceed to checkout. So here my PR for maybe laptop or office supplies or whatever. So I will go and pick the plant and yeah, I just need to choose the need by date. Okay, what else? Need by date is nothing but before what, like before this date, I'm expecting the product in my warehouses to please send it by this date. So you just inform the supplier. Um, Here there are a lot of fields. Do not worry. The same instance has been configured to explain MDM process as well. So that's why you see all these fields. So you can ignore them. They are not standard fields that you normally see. So always remember when before you submit the purchase requisition, you might see errors and errors appears like this. So at the top of the screen, you see different notifications for each error. You just when you keep clicking next, you would see all the errors. So here system is telling me that what does it say? So let me see. The build to doesn't match the requirements. Okay. If then I need to come here and choose another build. Okay. The vendor combination is invalid. Okay. Maybe I'll pick one. Okay. Then GL. So here if you see there are no any GL accounts which are loaded in the system. That's why there are like no items. So in this case we cannot submit the purchase requisition. But remember, this is the normal, this is how normally you submit all the values. Just click OK. I cannot because there is no data loaded here. Okay, just cancel. And I need to load the general ledger values and then only I can submit it. But just remember, this is how that we create a purchase requisition and you can also print the purchase requisition here. So if you see, this is how the purchase requisition is like you have all the need by date, part number, comments, everything.